House of the Dragon, the Red Sowing, and the question needs to be asked, how much blood of old Valyria do you need to ride a dragon? Shout out to the episode. They gave us what we wanted, gave us what we needed, gave us what we were craving to see, and that was more dragons. But first we had 18,000 side quests, one of them being Alicent Hightower. I disliked the fact she had nothing to do, but that was the point of the character in this episode. She literally had nothing to do. She took Sir Rickard of the Kingsguard, went into the woods, and went partially skinny dipping. She's trying to clear her mind. She all discombobulated, things happening. She is losing control. We see Larys and Ironrod looking over the courtyard where Prince Aemon is sending two of the Kingsguard members that King Aegon had appointed. Oh, that's a mouthful. The three dudes that Aegon had appointed to the Kingsguard failed dramatically or drastically. They failed. One of them looked like they got crushed by the crowd, and these two are being sent to the Night's Watch. But Mr. Long Ironrod himself has some information, a rumor that there are new dragon riders on Dragonstone and Driftmark. And he's trying to give this information to Larys so he can possibly give it to Prince Aemon. But that rumor hasn't been substantiated yet, so he can't go around just telling Aemon about it. Ain't it being wrong? I think we all can agree. I don't know how sympathetic Aemon would be if you bring him wrong information. Larys done tasked Grandmaster Orwell with giving physical therapy to the king, but this man's messed up. Looking like an old basketball that's been sitting out in the sun, this man is in a pain. Grandmaster Orwell strongly discourages all this moving and grooving he doing, thinking it's too soon since he suffered those substantial injuries. Larys explained again the game's being played and he is a piece and we gotta keep it moving. Larys trying to become a really important person and he knows Aegon is his ticket out of here. But way over on Dragonstone, Rhaenyra also heard the news of a potential dragon rider on Driftmark. Goes there to find Adam himself on her deceased husband's dragon. He's trying to interrogate this man, trying to see how he got the dragon. Does he have any of that old Valyria blood in him? He's smart enough not to mention who his father is. But my man bends the knee because he knows who the rightful queen of Westeros is and say, hey, I'm on your side, let's go. But this gets Rhaenyra thinking. This kid's a base-born lad. What if there are other base-born lads all across Westeros? Because Mysaria get in Rhaenyra's ear and start whispering like, hey, this man bent the knee to you, joined your side immediately. What if there are other base-born lads around here that will do the same? But Jace isn't having it and I really can't blame him. Because he know that Targaryens and Valerians mostly have that silvery hair that indicates they are blood of the dragon. This man don't got it and want to know why? Because he baseborn. Want to know who his daddy is? Sir Harwin Strong. He know that and he tell his mom that he definitely knows that and recognizes that if you let other baseborns ride a dragon, that could potentially weaken his claim if anything were to happen to Rhaenyra. But Rhaenyra gotta make the hard choice. Tell this man that, hey, we gotta get more dragon riders on our side or cause we are losing this war so far. We don't got the numbers. My man Adam on cloud 9, literally on cloud 9, he flying above the cloud. As a newly anointed dragon rider to Team Black, he is given a big behind room in Dragonstone. The room looked bigger than the whole house that him and his brother share. He wanted greatness, he wanted adventure, and this man's finally finna get it. Lord Corlys, hand of the queen, coming to his room and tell him, look, I don't know all the history to you. I don't know all the histories of your mama. But you know what? Look at what you become. And I'm proud of you, man. You keep it up. Every young man wants to make his dad proud, and he finally got to do that. Finally got to get some type of acknowledgement from the hand. Now, Lord Corlys ain't claim him, but it close enough, kinda. But Corlys do go back to Driftmark to talk to his favorite child and tell him, hey man, I ain't know we had any of that blood of the dragon, at least on his side. But maybe his mom and maybe there's a little Targaryen back there somewhere somehow, and ask him, do you want to go try to claim a dragon? Alan reminds him that, hey, I'm seeing salt, baby. And that man Corlys looked like a super proud dad. Like honestly, he was proud of his son. Almost like a potential heir? But the plan is in action. Alan of Hall gets information to Our Lady behind us, all the way in King's Landing to get every dragon seed y'all got. Informing all of them that Queen Rhaenyra wants to know if you got what it takes to ride a dragon. Many answer the call. Like off the white after his friends tell him like, bro, you gotta go. You've been saying you were a Targaryen, now it's time to prove it. and our boy Hammer. Not MC Hammer, not him. But we learned that he has lost his daughter to the illness. And his wife doesn't want him to go, wants him to stay, wants him to go with her to her brother's place in Tumbleton. But he got greatness on his mind and he's heading out. And so many are there waiting for the opportunity to do something that few in Westerosi history have done. That's riding a dragon above the clouds, people. And yes, in that room there are plenty that have the silver hair of House Targaryen. There are also people with darker hair, different shades of silver, everything in between. Even Alf has gray hair, not completely white. And our boy Adam got the dog brown. But the question still remains, how much blood does it take to ride a dragon? And shout out to Adam over here, man. My man got them threads now. He done boosted up in the world. Daddy said he can get the good money now. But there was an awesome scene where the dragon tamers refused to let these individuals try to claim one of the mighty dragons, one of the last vestiges of magic from Valyria. All that hard work just to see some bastards riding these dragons? Hell no. Honestly, some of them dragon tamers probably got more dragon blood than some of these Targaryens even. Rhaenyra wants to try to have 2 dragons claimed. The first one they attempt, the one behind me, is Vermithor, also known as the Bronze Fury. The second biggest dragon in the world, right behind Vhagar, and maybe even more ferocious. He speaks some of that sweet-tongued Valyrian, tells everybody, hey, it's gonna be y'all turn next, touch the dragon and just walk out, bounce. This is Rhaenyra watching from a safe distance. I probably can't show the images, but just know there is blood, carnage, and terror everywhere. Vermithor was not happy about them trying to ride him, and the first guy that tried it, he melted. And then Vermithor went and melted a lot of people. It was crazy. It was ruthless. But one man stood out, one man showed out, and one man standing toe to toe with this mighty dragon. And that's our boy Hugh. Everyone else was running scared, not knowing what to do, and I feel like Vermithor sensed that, and this was a man with a drop of dragon blood and demanded, nah, you're gonna bend to my will. It so happened to work, and now he a dragon rider. And yes, even a dude named Ulf became a dragon rider almost by accident. Cause when Vermithor was rampaging, this man got knocked off the ledge, he slipped down, he's rolling around in the cave, stumbled upon a clutch of eggs laid by Silverwing. Silverwing looking at this man and she like, you know what? I like him a lot. Next thing we know, we see Silverwing flying above King's Landing, and for a second, all the show only people are like, is this man finna flip? Is he finna go over to the Greens? I like to think it was because he really wanted to be in King's Landing, and Silverwing kind of sensed that, so she either went there to fly around and show him a good time, or it was a plan to get Aemon on his dragon heading to Dragonstone. And it worked, because this man was mad, angry, and on his way for blood, dragon blood. But from Vhagar, once he got to Dragonstone, he realized they had 3 big enough dragons that if they all came at Vhagar, they can probably win. He doesn't know that all those other dragon riders are untrained, don't even know a word of High Valyrian, and probably couldn't turn their dragon around on purpose if they tried, but it was a good show of force. Over in the Riverlands, this man Daemon is still going through it. He's looking shakier and shakier every time. New Lord Paramount of the Riverlands has come to him with all the major lords, and our boy behind me got a little more bass in his voice. He says the Riverlands will fight for the Queen of Westeros and the King Consort, but there must be justice. There must be justice. Because the things William Blackwood were doing in your name, Daemon, was messed up. This man was looking shooketh. He like, Daemon, you told me to do those things. It's like, yeah, but Daemon also told you can't really be caught. And you were caught, they all saw you do it. So Daemon had to cut off that man's head, appeasing the lords of the Riverlands. But then he has a vision of his brother truly seeing what happened to him, what has happened to his body before his death. He even offers Daemon the crown that caused their family so much torment. And does Daemon take the crown? Does he? We don't know yet. But I can't wait to find out. This was a great episode, people. And for greater character analysis, be on the lookout for my channel, especially if you made it this far. Please follow. Like the video, share it, do all that good stuff, people, because I got more videos to come. And if you want to support, buy me a coffee in my link.